Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. There's a huge question mark hanging over Heather's death on Yum and Restless, at least for fans of Sharon, who don't want to believe she killed someone. The good news is that not everything is as it first appears on soaps. The bad news? It may take the return of a notorious baddie to set Sharon free. On the surface, Heather's demise looks pretty cut and dried. She and Sharon clashed in the apartment alone, with no one else around, and after falling and hitting her head, Daniel's lady ended up with no pulse. Cameron coaxed his blonde charge through the process of wrapping Heather up like a pig in a blanket, cleaning up the evidence, and dumping the body in the river. Except, as we pointed out previously, there are a couple of potential twists that could let Sharon off the hook. One of them involves her blacking out mid-confrontation. Let's take a look at the evidence that is giving us pause. Sharon was trying to make a break for the door when Heather grabbed her arm to stop her. Sharon wrenched free and Heather fell to the ground. When this happened, both Sharon and Heather were behind the sofa, between it and the high-top table. Heather was briefly non-responsive, but fairly quickly came around. As Heather tried to scoot backward on the floor away from her, Sharon began to exhibit signs of passing out. Her vision blurred, and the next thing we knew, Cameron was calling her name to wake her up. When Sharon awoke, she was not on the floor between the sofa and the table, but on the sofa, lying down. She got up and discovered Heather was dead, still on the other side of the sofa on the floor. Therein lies the huge question mark. What exactly happened when Sharon blacked out? In a nutshell, it strongly suggests the possibility that when Sharon passed out, someone else came in, killed Heather, and moved Sharon to the sofa. The culprit would have then slipped back out, leaving Sharon to believe she had finished off Daniel's life and love and to deal with the repercussions. But that then begs the question, who on earth would want to harm Heather? We can think of only one person. As most Young and Restless viewers know, Heather is not Lucy's biological mother. As it turns out, the girl's natural parent is a bona fide madwoman, and the offspring of the notorious Sheila Carter. Yet Daisy Carter is definitely the one person who could have it in for Heather, perhaps believing she could reclaim her family or some such deluded nonsense. Where has Daisy been? No one knows. The last we knew, she had been checked out of Fairview by a heavily disguised woman that was purportedly her mother. In an interesting twist, Sharon and Daisy interacted in Fairview, as they were there at the same time, along with Paul's sister, Patty Williams. Therefore, it's entirely possible that Daisy came back to reclaim her family and took the perfect opportunity to rid herself of Heather and pin the murder on someone else. Could the character, last played by Yvonne Zima, be making a return to Genoa City? If our hunch is correct, she just may be. In the shadowy alleys of Genoa City, the drama unfolds as the mystery of Heather's untimely demise captivates fans of the Young and the Restless. With characters entwined in a web of secrets, lies, and unexpected returns, the question on everyone's lips remains, who really killed Heather, and has Daisy returned to stir the pot even further? Heather Stevens, a character whose tenure in Genoa City has been marked by passion and ambition, met a tragic end that shocked viewers and left a trail of suspects in her wake. Her last appearance hinted at turmoil in her personal life, fraught with complexities involving her relationships with key players like Paul Williams, Victor Newman, and the ever-enigmatic Adam Newman. As the plot thickens, it's essential to look back at Heather's final moments. Witnesses reported seeing her in heated exchanges with several characters just days before her death. The tension between her and Victor, fueled by their clashing ambitions, is a significant factor. Could the ruthless mogul, known for eliminating obstacles, have played a role in her demise? Then there's Paul, whose feelings for Heather were rekindled, leading to jealousy and suspicion. Their complicated history raises the stakes, making him a prime suspect. However, as a dedicated detective, he finds himself on the other side of the investigation, wrestling with the possibility that he may have been too close to the fire. As the investigation unfolds, the list of suspects grows longer. There's Lily, who has a tumultuous history with Heather, stemming from their rivalry over relationships and career success. The emotional stakes have never been higher, and the audience is left to wonder whether Lily's ambition could drive her to drastic measures. Not to be overlooked is the shadowy figure of Adam Newman, whose past is riddled with morally ambiguous choices. Adam's connection to Heather could be the motive needed to push him over the edge. leading fans to speculate whether he is capable of such a heinous act. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. In classic soap opera fashion, it's possible that the culprit is someone entirely unexpected. The writers of The Young and the Restless have a knack for crafting plot twists that leave viewers guessing, making even the most innocent-seeming characters viable suspects. In the midst of the chaos, whispers of Daisy's return send shivers down the spines of Genoa City residents. Known for her manipulative and unpredictable nature, Daisy has a history of wreaking havoc in the lives of those around her. Her sudden reappearance could have profound implications for the ongoing investigation into Heather's death. Could Daisy have been involved in Heather's death? Perhaps she's come back to reclaim a piece of her past or settle old scores. Her tumultuous relationship with the people of Genoa City, particularly with characters like Lily and Daniel, could provide the perfect backdrop for a fresh wave of chaos. Daisy's involvement would add another layer of complexity to the storyline, rekindling old rivalries and alliances. Her ability to manipulate those around her could make her a valuable player in the unfolding mystery. Is she back to stir the pot, or to play a more significant role in Heather's demise? As the characters grapple with their secrets, the investigation into Heather's death becomes the focal point of the narrative. The audience is treated to classic moments of soap opera intrigue, interviews, confrontations, and revelations that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Detective work in Genoa City is anything but straightforward. With every interview, new pieces of information come to light, and, as old grudges resurface, allegiances are tested. Characters who once stood united against common foes now find themselves at odds as suspicions mount. The tension escalates as motives are revealed. Flashbacks unveil key moments, leading up to Heather's death, creating a tapestry of connections that paint a complex picture of her final days. The emotional stakes rise with each twist, pulling the audience deeper into the heart of the mystery. As the investigation progresses, it becomes clear that the truth is layered with deception. The writers have set the stage for a shocking reveal that could redefine relationships in Genoa City. Each suspect has their moment in the spotlight, building suspense that leaves viewers guessing until the very end. In a climactic confrontation, the real killer is unmasked. The reveal sends shockwaves through the community, altering the dynamics of relationships forever. This shocking moment will undoubtedly become a defining moment in The Young and the Restless, reshaping the landscape of the show. The aftermath of Heather's death and the return of Daisy signify a new chapter for Genoa City. The emotional fallout will ripple through the lives of all involved, setting the stage for fresh storylines and character development. As secrets are unveiled and alliances shift, the residents of Genoa City will find themselves navigating uncharted waters. In true soap opera fashion, this storyline will leave viewers craving more. The interplay of love, betrayal, and the quest for redemption keeps fans engaged, ensuring that the legacy of The Young and the Restless continues to thrive. As new mysteries arise and old ones resurface, one thing is certain: Genoa City will never be the same again. The fans are left to ponder the intricacies of relationships, the consequences of actions, and the age-old question, who could truly be trusted? With the drama unfolding in front of them, audiences will remain glued to their screens, eagerly anticipating the next twist in this ever-evolving saga.